What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy HMK. And if you didn't know or have been living under a rock, I am a gigantic fan of Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, honestly, at this point in time, is tied with Breath of the Wild being my favorite game of all time, as well as being my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time. And the good people over at GDQ and those that are working with the Ocarina of Time beta stream, the team behind the beta stream, invited me to be on official Partner Reactor to what they got in store when it comes to the Ocarina of Time beta. I'm really excited to see what this is going to flesh out in terms of the game's identity, the history, and of course the lore, which could have been when it comes to Legend of Zelda. And I'm going to go ahead and react to you guys right now when it comes to the Ocarina of Time beta stream. Now, I usually do green screens when it comes to the reactions or whatever, but I don't want to do a green screen to take away from anything away from GDQ, which you definitely should check out on your own when it comes to their awesome events. So let's get this ball rolling. I am excited, and thank you so much to the team for inviting me on to be a reactor. I'm ready. Let's do this.
Now let's get ready for it. It's Ocarina of Time beta showcase with the TASBot team.
Yo, that hype behind it is really nice. Let's get it.
Almost. We're gonna read some donations first.
All right, we're reading some donations. It's all good. It's all good. I love watching GDQ, by the way.
They say, love GDQ and all you guys do. Makes my heart
Rupee
happy.
statue set? Man.
Thank you for that, Ellie. That's $500.
I really wanted to get some of these items. That bubble Ocarina of Time, Temple of Time dome. I really wanted that.
$1
Oh, man.
That's hype. Zombie epidemic.
That is crazy. The amount of money they have donated and the amount of money they raised for this is wild.
Incentive goes to announcer's choice. Hey, that's me. Zombie epidemic. I'll do you.
I am so ready for this.
The Left 4 Dead 2 Last Stand showcase. And thank you to Binder News for your $100 donation. They say I missed the $10 train, so here's an extra zero to make it up for Zelda.
An extra zero. That's nice. I like that.
Go.
Let's get this bread. Woo.
You know, I was checking out the Yeti's website earlier, and there is just this fantastic...
That giant Marie plush, yo, that's only a $50 minimum donation. That's crazy.
So cute. You should check it out. But you know what's really cute? The real Mr. TASBot. And I'm ready to see it. Right now, we have The Legend of Zelda.
Let's
Ocarina of
go!
Time showcase by Mr. TASBot and crew. Give it up for Durango AC.
Let's get it.
I am Durango AC, keeper of TASBot, and
that transition is so clean.
Ocarina of
All
Time
right.
Data Showcase. Our director with us here today is Saureaen.
Yo, Saureaen, thank you so much for the opportunity.
And music arranger for the N64 community.
We also have Save State.
Hello, I'm an Ocarina of Time scientist, speedrunner, and world record holder.
Nice.
We only have a couple of quick things to tell you about really fast. This is an unmodified Ocarina of Time cartridge. This is the first release we know of that came out in the United States, and you wouldn't believe what's in this cartridge.
Okay.
This is a real, original N64. The only modification is an RGB mod to get a clean video signal. Otherwise, the console hasn't been modified in any way, and the gameplay is completely unaffected.
And what we'll be showing you today is some beta and debug content from Ocarina of Time, including content left on the game cartridge.
Yo, I'm out here trying to find those Sage medallions.
Arbitrary code execution, which we'll explain in a moment.
The Sage medallions, that's what I want to find.
Actually have to work with both a human speedrunner, Save State, as well as TASBot here, and we'll introduce TASBot also in a moment, but we're going to get started with Save State.
Yeah, so if we're ready to start, we'll begin in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. All right. In the vast deep forest of
Hyrule.
Hyrule.
Long intro sequence, so we'll explain more of what's going on. While
Long have I served as a garden.
So first of all,
I'm looking for
introduce
inconsistencies.
the version 1 of TASBot. He is brand new at this event in his new form, and I'm so excited to unveil him. If you've never heard of TASBot before, he is very fascinating. He pretends to be a controller connected to a real console, and he presses buttons extremely fast and extremely precisely, faster than any human ever could. Now, there's a couple of quick things we need to talk about because this run is kind of unique. Most of the time, when you think about a speed run, you're talking about a human speedrunner, like Save State here, doing a run from start to finish as fast as they can with human effort. And we call that an RTA run, or a real-time attack. In the case of TASBot, he's usually playing back tool-assisted speedruns, or a TAS. Usually a TAS is made ahead of time with a lot of engineering challenge effort put into it. And what you're going to see here today is fascinating because we can't do just a task in Ocarina of Time for a number of technical reasons. We'll always end up with.
I always love how Gandalf had like
instead,
an actual
right now,
mouth.
Having save state play, they'll play through to about a few minutes in, and then at a certain point, we'll connect TaskBot to all 4 controller ports. TaskBot will press a series of button presses very quickly to achieve what we call ACE. More on that in a second. And we'll get to a point where we'll pass control back to save state. They'll continue playing on controller 1, while TaskBot will continue to be connected to ports 2 through 4.
All right.
Then, a lot of interesting things are going to happen. You're going to enjoy this. Now, there's a couple of things we need to talk about ACE and SRM. ACE stands for arbitrary code execution, and SRM is stale reference manipulation. I'll let Saureaen talk about a little bit more about SRM in a sec, but just to give you an idea of what ACE is. In the context of a computer, you would consider ACE when an attacker or someone who's not the owner of a system somehow gets code or gets data on a system that looks like code to execute. In the case of a game, typically ACE happens when a talented gamer finds a glitch
and is able to manipulate the game itself
in a certain way,
right?
And then convinces the game system to execute that as code.
Right.
This is used in certain things like the Nintendo 64 80% of Ocarina of Time, which uses an ACE to write a couple of instructions that end up jumping to the end credits.
Right. So if you're able to execute like a certain line of code by jumping or doing like something, it goes that way.
Different things, but you have to get there first, and that's going to take some SRM. I will let Saureaen describe what SRM is here.
Yeah, so SRM stands for Stale Reference Manipulation, and it's basically a glitch or an exploit that has one main glitch and a bunch of sort of supporting glitches that allows us to achieve arbitrary code execution. So
basically, you're able to work the game's code by playing the game itself, which is wild.
And to understand SRM, it's in a computing context. You might hear of this be called use after free. So we're using some resource in memory after it has theoretically already been.
I like how Link is like, I'm gonna listen to Navi now.
To understand how that works, I first want to explain somewhat about how the game's memory works. So in memory, there is a region of memory called the actor heap. And actors are, let's say, Link or a rock or an enemy or anything like that that has some sort of behavior in the game. And so when you go through a loading zone into a new area, like right now, the game will load all of the code and all of the data for all the actors in the new area you're going to be in into the actor heap. And
I'm out here just waiting for like, is there anything in the new? But man, yo, original N64 is fuzzy.
You don't care what order contents are in the actor heap.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Where everything is, so it doesn't really matter where everything is. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be manipulating the actor heap so that.
Okay, that is some speedrunner strats to get to the Kokiri sword, my lord.
And normally that wouldn't matter, but because of some other glitches, that will matter, and I'll explain that in a moment. So the way we manipulate the heap is, let's say if you pick up a rupee or you throw a rock or something like that, that item will be removed from the.
Like y'all already know if you watch my streams, I love playing Ocarina of Time randomizer and stuff, but like, and sometimes I try to utilize a little like fast strats, but this is definitely like God above God stuff.
Over and over, and that's basically shuffling around the data in the actor heap so that we can have this particular alignment of particular data to each other later. And what those two pieces of data that we're going to align is, one of them is the entity, basically the temporary actor data for a rock that Link is going to be holding, and then what we get to load in there in place of it is the code for another actor, which is this wonder item. It's basically an invisible rupee that you can collect. And so that might not make sense at the moment, but I'll explain why we need those two to align in memory. So the other piece, the actual stale reference manipulation, is that we use some glitches to cause an object to unload that Link is holding.
Mm-hmm.
And so what this means is Link grabs a rock, and on every frame that Link is holding.
Wow, I never even knew about that. That's crazy.
The game updates the position and rotation of the rock so that it appears over his head, because he's moving around. It needs to continuously update where the rock is. And so the way that works is that Link's actor has a pointer to the rock's actor, and every frame, Link's actor will overwrite the position and rotation of the
Are
rock.
there 40 rupees?
And so using
Alright,
a bunch of
Deku Shield.
glitches, we're going to lock the camera and then have Link walk through a loading zone at the same time that the rock unloads. And the result of that is that the rock will unload from memory. But Link will
What?
update his pointer.
Did y'all know about that blue rupee on the like on the crop? Wait, whoa!
Memory, and every
That
frame
blue
will
rupee?
be Link's
Okay, I'm
code
gonna start
overwriting
doing that. What the
the position and
heck?
rotation of now nothing. This unused memory.
I played Ocarina of
The,
Time so
code
many
for
times,
the Wonder
and I
item
never knew about that
goes
blue
to
rupee.
same
Like,
slot
I
as
knew about
the
like
memory.
the bridge, but like
And
side bridge,
then
uh-uh.
That means Link's code every frame is now overwriting part of the code for the Wonder item. So it's not you know, actor data by actual code. And then if we get the game to execute that code by, you know, normally having the Wonder item on screen, it'll execute that code. It'll run into those instructions that we overwrote, and then it'll run that instruction. And that is instructions that we, you know, as a player, because we can set what that rotation value is, we set up that value.
Yeah,
and
that I
then
never knew about
code
that.
we wrote. And with this technique, we only get to control 2 bytes of one instruction, which is enough to change the target of a branch instruction, which will basically have the game jump to another place, execution jump to another place in memory. And that other place is going to be Link's rotation. So it's, you know, Link's rotation, 2 shorts, Link's sword rotation and current rotation or something like that. And that also encodes an instruction. We're going to use that to encode a jump instruction that will jump to some memory that is holding the current state of all of the controllers. So that is just, you know, memory holding all of the buttons and control sticks. And so that's where we'll switch to TaskBot. So TaskBot will input controller input that is
Taskbot looks like a
will
modified
be, you know,
Rob.
interpreted by the game as normal controller input, but will also be interpreted by the game as code.
That's
just
so
to go over
cheesy.
This path again, we're talking about code execution normally goes through the Wonder item. We overwrote an instruction from holding this rock, and that will then jump to Link's rotation, and then Link's rotation will jump to the controllers, and then we'll be executing controller input as code. And then TaskBot will take over and do some interesting things with that. So we're just you know, finishing this setup here.
All right, here we go.
Got to do a few glitches here to lock
All right.
the camera.
Here we go. Ooh.
So the camera is.
Oh man!
Going to go over and change the angle of the camera and get the camera locked into a different place.
Bro. What what the heck? Nah, this is magic. Alright. Alright, I'm waiting for the camera lock.
Now we're going to pick up this rock and.
Oh my lord!
Walk off screen, holding the rock, and manage to navigate out of the loading zone, holding the rock without any visual reference.
But this is how Ocarina of Time was always developed. It's like it was always like the camera always loads what's in front of Link. Anything behind Link is not loaded. Case in point.
And so now you'll see we're holding nothing. So Link is updating this unused memory.
Nice.
Now that we've crossed back over a loading zone, that memory is filled in with this the code for the Wonder item. And when we put down the rock, that's the last time we've updated that rotation value, which is now overwriting part of the code.
Okay.
And now we have to set up Link's rotation. So, you know, if you were really lucky, you could just push the control stick and make Link rotate it in an exact direction. But, you know, we have to use a setup for this. So this is, we're doing basically a series of maneuvers that will each move Link's angle by a certain amount in a certain direction. And so we do this series of maneuvers, and it will...
People figuring this stuff out is just like
Link having an exact
the biggest of
value
brains.
for the rotation, which will encode this jump instruction. So almost ready for TaskBot here. We just have to have, we're buffering a turn. We have to have Link aiming in the exact right location here. I think that's it.
Yep.
So now I'm
All
going to
right.
switch controller 1 over to TaskBot. So
TaskBot, let's get it.
Controller ports.
Starting TaskBot.
And we're going to play a short task movie here, about 20 seconds or so. So right now, the game is
Bro.
the controller input as Link wiggling around. but also interpreting
Bro!
as code. At first, it's one instruction per frame, and then it goes a bit faster. And after a few seconds here, you'll see a little green bar in the corner of the screen. That means
I
it's
see it.
successful. That was the big moment, though you may not have realized it.
That's good.
So we've switched controller 1 back to back to save state. So they will continue playing on controller 1 for the rest of the run. But TaskBot remains connected to controller ports 2, 3, and 4 this whole time. And so we just had to go into a house to clear out some residual glitches that.
Oh, there it is.
For the arbitrary code execution. So here's our first piece of content to show here. This is the inventory editor. This was created by the developers to be able to more easily test the game and set up link state. We basically just had to write 1 byte to memory in the pause screen to turn on the inventory editor.
This is crazy.
So you may have actually seen this in the Majora's Mask speedruns, at least at one point. Yeah, so we don't have to go to the dungeons and get the items legitimately. We just give ourselves all the items we're going to need throughout the rest of the game.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Ocarina of Time, 20 hearts, full magic bar. Let's go.
This brings us to our next piece of content here. This is the R-Wing.
The R-Wing, of course. Yep. This was used as like a precursor to Volvalgia's boss fight.
You've seen this at home. If you have a Game Shark, you can run a couple of Game Shark codes and get it to spawn. The developers of Ocarina of Time back in 1998 created the R-Wing to be able to test physics for the fire dragon Volvagia.
Yep.
And
oh
it
my
has its own,
god.
Animations and sounds and everything. We were able to dispatch it with the boomerang pretty easily here. So that brings us to our next piece of content here. So some of you may have played Zelda 1 on the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
And on Zelda 1, the Lost Woods was a place that you could go, just like here in Ocarina of Time. And it was one screen with exits north, south, east, and west, just like this first room here in Ocarina of Time, in the Lost Woods in Ocarina of Time.
Okay.
And in Zelda 1, you had to learn a code from some NPC or somebody that was north, west, south, west. You had to go through the exits in the woods in the order north, west, south, west. If you did, you would get through the woods successfully. And if you didn't, you would fail and you would get thrown out of the woods.
Yeah.
But here, if we go north in the first room in Kokiri and Lost Woods, we just immediately get thrown out of the woods. And so you would think that that means that this code can't possibly apply to Ocarina of Time. But actually what we're doing here is we're getting lost out of a north-facing exit, and then getting lost out of a west-facing exit, and then out of a south exit, and then a west exit. So it's the same code, but it's actually getting lost multiple times.
Okay.
And this is the last one, the west exit here. And so we just have to re-enter the woods a 5th time. You hear a Zelda chime. That means we've unlocked something.
Unlocked what?
So, it isn't really clear if maybe nobody tried repeatedly getting lost in all these different exits in this pattern.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if they
So
did,
it's like leftover
they
code.
didn't know where to look next, because you'll miss him if you don't know where to look.
Whoa!
This is our next piece of beta content to show here.
What?
There's actually several beta Kokiri bodies and a few different beta
I have never seen this
left on
before.
the cartridge. This is actually, actual beta content.
You have bugs? All right. No.
And
These
so
are
this
crawlies.
beta Kokiri
Crawlies are
is,
dumb.
Looking for some kind of bug, but he doesn't want the bugs that we have in our bottle. He wants some flying bug. Something about flowers.
Like pea hats?
So we've got to, this is typical, child Link side quest. We got to find a bug for a Kokiri.
Yeah, like a pea hat, right?
Link has to go through. So
excuse me. Whoa, this is crazy.
This brings us to our next
I've
piece of
never
beta
ever
content.
I try to look for like all types of Ocarina of Time content. I've never seen like that beta
Sometimes
Kokiri.
fluttering over a hidden grotto or around a torch in Majora's Mask or something like that.
That's
And
insane.
in Ocarina of Time, left on the cartridge, there is a 3D model for the get item model for a butterfly.
Okay.
There's also an entry in one of the item tables for a butterfly with all of the other bottle items. So it's pretty clear that at some point in development, it was intended that you could catch a butterfly in your bottle.
Yeah, multiple bugs.
And so, here, this is, the shop normally doesn't have a butterfly on sale.
All right.
But since we have talked to the beta Kokiri and he's looking for a butterfly, we can talk to the shop.
You're looking for a fly?
Will now respond to that.
What?
And we're gonna try to be quiet so y'all can read the on-screen text.
I usually don't carry anything like that, but my kid's been acting. He always leaves some around, and I bet he'll be happy to know where he helped his old man make a sale. Har. This was all coded? Let me pull one out for you.
The butterfly 3D model is left on the cartridge. It's actually ironic. There is a bug in the display list for this butterfly. There's actually an issue with one of the textures.
You got a butterfly.
So we
Bug
have to
enthusiasts
patch that
love
with,
this.
Arbitrary code execution. So now we have to give this butterfly to the beta Kokiri.
I was honestly wondering what kind of new are we gonna see during this beta showcase. And right now, like, it's a butterfly. Oh, how big of a deal a butterfly is. I'm like, this is a big deal. I have never seen this or ever learned about. That's crazy.
And they say, hey,
Yo, 10 grand.
You may not know this, but we are pretty good friends with TazBot. TazBot is actually Yeti's emergency contact. Yeti has notifications turned on Twitter for TazBot. TazBot will be the best bot at the Yeti's wedding. One day, if that ever happens.
What the heck?
Anyways, we're all very proud of everyone who donated towards this amazing TazBot block. You are amazing.
Yo, there's just a butterfly. I'm like, the butter. What now?
Jaden, who says donation power. Yes, every donation has power. And thank you, Black Turtle, for the $25 donation, who says TazBot, best bot. Need more TazBot.
I honestly thought TaskBot was
Time for one or two
TaskBot
more?
this whole time.
No, we're here.
All right, let's get it.
Thank you. Here we are at the beta Kokiri again. We're going to give him the butterfly.
Wow, you actually brought it. Thanks. You're a nice guy. Unlike that Mito. Yeah. Forget Mito. Never talks to me. This is one time he gave me this in order to keep me safe. Keep what safe? But I don't really want it. You can have it. Have what?
Magic
Ah!
powder is actually a normal Adult Link trading item, except it's normally called Odd Potion.
So the magic powder got tied to him.
It's
Okay.
clearly some sort of powder on a napkin or something like that. The magic powder was introduced in Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, which is
Right.
the game right before Ocarina of Time. So I'm not really sure why they translated it as Odd Potion.
Because I feel a lot
This is
of
adult-only item.
a lot of
We have it now,
aspects
and we're gonna
of both
use it
Link to the
for
Past
some
and Link's
place
Awakening.
that,
It really did influence Ocarina of Time.
Excuse me, uses it.
Oh, wait, whoa, what? That smell like my magic. Ain't no way.
And we're just going to say no to some of the dialogue.
You're
now,
just
so
as
you
bad
can
as that
see
other
what's gonna
Kokiri
come.
kid. Hey, Kokiri, I smell so the magic power came from the skull kid. Secrets. It's my magic powder. Their nasty Kokiri stole it from me. He said that it's because it's made from forest mushrooms. It's his property. Yeah, Mito. Nerve you had.
Not a popular guy around.
Exactly. Who made him order first? Right? Yeah. Man, I plucked those mushrooms, dried them, and mashed them myself. Man, Mito. Thank you for bringing it back. It's not your fault. As a reward, I'll use this powder on your mask to make them more
So this brings us to our next thing to show here.
Powerful mask? Yo, faster bunny hood?
Side quest.
All right, we got the Gerudo mask.
Don't do too much outside of the side quest. They have a couple of
Let me
small
sprinkle
functions
some of this
they can
magic power
do.
on that
They
mask.
don't really have any serious magic powder.
Upgrade the Gerudo mask. Now you can charm people with
We
it.
just upgraded the Gerudo mask here. We're gonna do the same.
This
thing
is
with
this was obviously meant to be used for Majora's Mask stuff. Like, bro,
inventory manipulation glitch here to.
I want to know what this Gerudo mask does. Oh, Buddy mask. Oh yeah, it's gonna make it.
Which isn't normally
It's
possible.
actually gonna make you run fast in Ocarina of Time, and then they use that concept in from Majora's Mask.
So now the masks are
Bro,
powered up. And I'll explain that more in a moment here.
that's
Bunny
insane.
Hood now will have its behavior from Majora's Mask, allowing us to run very quickly, which will be very helpful here.
It is a speed run.
That's so insane.
So yeah, I'm not sure if you
That this was originally meant for Ocarina of Time. Wow.
Being thought about by the developers while they were developing Ocarina of Time, the ability to have these masks and have them have magic powers.
Imagine leaving a secret like that behind, and you have to figure out how to get to that Kokiri kid. Magic powder. Upgraded masks. Butterfly.
Complete
Oh
behaviors
man.
masks in Majora's Mask. So we're going to be heading over to Gerudo Valley, and we have time for a couple more donations.
Ain't no way we're gonna go to Guru's Valley as a kid.
$250, and they say Metroid Dread Boss Rush sounds dope. Will we hit the incentive? I hope. With Samus and skill, the bosses will kill. Will this speedrun be
Nice
boring?
rhyme.
Nope.
Wow!
Oh wow.
We were this close to greatness with that
$20, they say, I
rhyme.
hope I'm not too late for the Limerick train. No, you're never too late for that train while I'm on the mic. There once was a speedrun event that donated every cent, called SGDQ, broke some records too, and prizes presented by Cent.
There you go. That's how you do it. Ain't no way this Gerudo mask is gonna charm some Gerudo.
We're pretty much here.
Leave a
So,
comment in the comment section below if
just
you
gonna
used
run
to
over
say
to the other
Gerudo,
side
because
of
I
the
used to say
bridge here. So
Gerudo.
normally, there's this Gerudo guarding this gate here. And normally, if you wear the Gerudo mask and you go up to her, she says, "You've got guts, kid," coming around here wearing something like that.
A
But now
Gerudo
that the
child
mask
from
is
the far
upgraded, and
desert.
it's actually
My,
magical,
your father must
she
be
thinks you're a half
Hylian.
Hylian, half
Is this
Gerudo
your
child.
first time visit? Come on in and greet. Bro, no way!
You can also get over here with speedrunning strategies, but that's not as fun. And we're just going to talk to a couple of the guards for some flavor text here.
Damn, I bet you had some bountiful crops out there. Cacti blooming in the desert. Someday, I suppose there'll be nothing left but desert.
Sounds like they have a
Oof.
pretty tough life out here in the desert.
Oof.
Gotta make sure they don't see us switch our mask again. We have time for maybe one long or two quick donations here.
Yeah, certainly.
It's
Wiggly
insane.
Boobs donates $25. They say, Tazbot was a major reason why I started watching GDQ years ago. So great to see Dwango, Tazbot, and the rest of the team still making amazing things happen.
Don't tell me we're gonna be able to talk to all the Gerudos
Saureaen,
inside the
Dwango,
fortress.
Y'all are incredible. Give it up for them, y'all. And Vega 4K, $10 and says, fantastic run. Less than
This is
three.
probably why they're always marked as blue
So we're
and
just
not
gonna
as like
go
green or
through
yellow.
here so you can see more of their backstory.
The royal family of Hyrule has forsaken our people. They are leaving us with no. That. Oh my. No. This is amazing. Is that Naburu? Oh, child, I appeal you soon. You'll have to pick a side.
Wouldn't want
Is
to
that
be
Naburu?
Guru, future sage of spirit. This is, you know, her home basically.
She was always. Oh my God. She was always here. I'm pleased she wishes her child to know of her Gerudo origins. Very well. Guards, you may leave the girl and I alone.
So it looks like
Excuse me? This was all in the game. Enough acting, boy.
Oh,
Ha ha! Yeah! I'll try to pretend to be a guru. I admire your courage, but how will this help you in stopping the great Ganondorf? That is what you want, isn't it? You may think I'm your enemy, being a guru like him. Yikes. The truth is, the man is as much against our kind as he is against yours. Ooh! The power of the goddesses is all he desires, even if that means betraying us all.
It's not popular around here either.
Yikes. So, child, no kid will stop Ganondorf. An adult with your courage, however. Ages ago, the Guru created a melody known as the Song of Time. There's no way! The Gerudo made the Song of Time? First half was granted to the royal family, the second half remained in this. This lore! This is the whole cutscene that was on the game. The grass used the Temple of the Generations, those built by the ancient sages. This is insane amount. Oh my God. Yo, videos. Time travel hero can go back.
So what this is about is there's a couple hints in the game code looking at it that perhaps at some point in development, the Spirit Temple was actually intended to be completed by Link, going back and forth in time, like within the dungeon, not just doing half of it and then.
Oh my God.
And then doing the other half.
Truly who I think you
So
are.
if
I
that
can
was
teach you
the
both
case,
halves of the Song of Time.
Link would need some way to go back and forth in time, you know, without pulling the master.
By playing it, you'll be able to
the Guru
overcome the
needs to be
trials
able
of
to
the
teach
desert
that he
Colossus,
would need.
and you'll become a man who can stand against Ganondorf. Is this really what you want? Yeah! Oh, what? Ah, come now. I know you want to stop
That's not the
Ganondorf.
answer, but that's, you know, pretty common for
That's crazy.
NPCs in Ocarina
Yes.
of Time.
And she has a whole flute and everything.
So Naburu plays the Shinai. This is the instrument that you'll hear in the background music of the Spirit Temple. I'd like to think that the Spirit Temple music is just Naburu off practicing.
What? No, that's way too long. No, you expect me to remember all that? No, I'm good. No, wow, that's crazy. So we're beta Ocarina of Time songs like that long? So the Gerudo created the Song of Time. That's an insane revelation. That's an insane revelation.
So we've learned this song. It represents courage, and it will allow us to change between child and adult without having to pull the Master Sword, and that will be very important.
Oh, okay. So that's what the point of the song is.
She says she'll see us again in a few years. We'll see about that.
Huh.
So yeah, about the Ocarina system you saw there. So in the game, normally, if you can play the Ocarina, and there are 5 notes that are used for all the Ocarina songs that you play with 5 buttons on the controller. But you can also press R and Z to go up and down by a half step.
Yeah.
And you can press the control stick up or down to go up or down by a whole step. So
That's way too complicated.
Full Song of Time, like you saw here, but it just will never be detected by the game as an Ocarina song, because the game has actually 2 different systems in the code for handling Ocarina songs. One is just for the 5 notes, and one is for all of them. So what we did here is I made a couple patches with arbitrary code execution.
Patches? That's crazy. So we're
Using,
able to utilize that song to become an adult and a child at will. That's insane.
basically use the system that supports all of the notes for all of the Ocarina.
Yo, Ocarina of Time was a very different game back then, my dudes.
So this brings us to our next thing to show here. This is the Running Man. You may know him from Ocarina of Time. He has, you know, sort of a late game side quest. You can start.
Yo, my mind is blown right now.
And then he'll give you a head start. You run to the end of the race as fast as you can. You can get on Epona, whatever you want, and you get to the end of the race in a bridge in the Lost Woods. And he'll already be there, and he'll say,
Your
you know,
timing.
You did well, but I beat you by 1 second.
Yeah.
And even if you use speedrunning strategies to freeze the timer and end the race with a time of 0, he still says that he beat you by 1 second, and he's still there.
Yep.
So that means that this running man must be doing some sort of, you know, time manipulation shenanigans in order to be able to beat us all the time. But now we have the ability to do some time manipulation shenanigans of our own. So basically what we've done is we've started the
I turned to a child, so I was there first. Beat that, running man.
By playing the Ocarina, go to the end of the race, and then go forward in time 7 years, and we will be at the end of the race before the race started. And so hopefully we'll finally be able to beat him. By the way, if you thought of this, you know, many years ago as a possible way and went to, you know, put the Master Sword back in, that will stop the timer. But this will not stop the timer.
Ooh.
So you see we have a timer.
Ayo.
It is a very large negative number because we were back in time 7 years before the beginning of the race.
Yo, the devs of Ocarina of Time really like took time and is like, yo, we want to go wild with it, but like obviously limitations. But look at these speedrunners. They're able to. Oh, there he goes.
Child Link version of the.
Oh wait, that's the other dude. All right. That's nice. But it's crazy how like they're able to utilize the game's code in like in order to like. But
Sure.
oh
Like
man.
5 quick ones. We have a $1,000 donation from Tareen with no comment. A $500 donation from Maybe Root with no comment. A $250, a $500, a $500, and a $1,000 donation from Anonymous with no comment.
That's crazy.
Oh, and a $1,234.56 donation from Sam D. Thank
1,
you
2,
so
3, 4,
much.
5, 6.
With
Nice.
no comment.
Yo, it's for a good cause.
Here we are at the end of the race. This is the bridge that's the end of the race. And we're just going to warp back forward in time 7 years.
That is complete. I'm still, yo, you guys don't understand. I'm still shell shocked by the revelation that apparently within the original game's lore,
You see our timer is still corrupted, but it's actually at -7, 6.
was created by the Gerudo.
5, and here
Hey, yeah, it was good. Oh wow, that's actually in the game's code. What? Impossible. And they actually have writing for this. I'm the fastest man in Hyrule.
So he's not happy that we finally beat him.
Extraordinary. Yo, we did some time manipulation. Special reward. What do we get?
So any NPC in Ocarina of Time, if we complete their challenge or help them out or anything like that, they have to give us a reward.
Yeah.
So let's see what the running man has for us here. And since we're Adult Link, no more bunny hood, so we have to use traditional movement techniques.
Yeah.
At least traditional for speedrunners.
Don't try this at home, kids.
What do we get?
So here is our
Bro.
running man. This is a beta item actually left in the cartridge. It's a giant rupee, and this is actually what it does in game. Is it blows up. That's actually its behavior.
You fool! This is the only reward she was like, you. Oh, he's an enemy. Yo, oh my God. He's aware. He's self-aware. He's too dangerous to be left alive. Bro, what? Full fight. Wait, no, that's an attack. Yo, that's an attack from Smash.
So fast that we can't shoot him with arrows. He just
No. What?
dodge a lot of stuff. We can avoid. You'll see we got knocked back, but we didn't take damage from that. We can shoot him a couple times when he's. Also, he's vulnerable to crouch stabs if you hit him at the right time.
Yo, did he just do a Texmaki or it was like sweeping leg thing from Kazuha in Tekken? No, this is insane. Like, excuse me? That's an attack from Smash though, for like Smash Mii fighters. Damn, so he knows, he's aware. He's like, oh, you're manipulating code. This is the only thing you're choosing, and then like the developers actually coded this into the game.
We can give ourselves unlimited hearts and everything. So
this man out actually doing fucking Tetsumaki and like leg sweeps. That's crazy.
just need 1 or 2 more hits.
Yo, get him. Yo, get his ass.
Oh my God.
That shockwave. Yo, this is the true final boss of Ocarina. This is the secret boss of Ocarina of Time. Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
We did cancel the damage from it though. Z-target.
This is insane.
So just not doing that.
I think I need like literally just 1 more hit now.
Oh, he's out of arrows.
There we
Nice.
There we go.
Not an easy boss.
No, not at all. Very tricky.
Oh, nice. An actual cutscene? Huff. I guess you're a better cheater than I am. Ah! The revelations.
So now we get to see some of the Running Man's back.
7 years ago?
Why he was able to beat us all these years.
That day after Hyrule Castle was attacked, I went on my usual running route to clear my mind. Somewhere out in the field here, I stepped on this object lying on the ground.
Object here.
It must have been dropped by someone fleeing in town.
I guess when Castle was attacked.
It was a golden locket. I tried it on and felt this rush all. Wait, what? In fact, I could run faster than light.
Not sure that's how physics works, but
It's not. That's crazy. What? But now I realize this made me a terrible man.
the redemption arc.
This whole this all coded, like written and everything. Sniffle. I don't care about the magic anymore. Yeah, you can have this. What is it?
So here we have
The Sage's Charm?
This has enhanced our magic power. It represents power. You can see it has doubled our magic bar again.
Yeah, it represents power. That's Din's symbol.
The Sage's offerings. So we'll do that in just a moment after we watch the Running Man run off into the sunset. So, yeah.
This no, that is way too much. This beta, hello?
Another beta feature from Ocarina of Time. This was
The medallions, using the medallions, yeah.
Screenshots and videos, the ability to equip the medallions. So the original version of Ocarina of Time, the magic spells were the medallion.
Exactly, I kept telling y'all.
So for example, the fire medallion was replaced with that magic spell was converted into Din's Fire.
Din's Fire.
There were all 6 of them. They all
Yeah.
did interesting things. This was also back when there was a wind.
See, I told y'all. Yeah, because like the Force Medallion, the Force Temple was originally the Wind Temple, which you can see in Ganondorf's Tower.
The Taskbot community.
Yes, indeed. But before I do that, I want to tell you about that shirt again because it's just that awesome. If you head over to the Yeti, you will see the version 1 Taskbot shirt. This is our first outing with our new Taskbot form that we've worked on so hard over the last couple of years. He looks really
What?
cute. I had an update
Forward
a
jump?
couple of hours ago. They'd already sold over 1,000 of those, and that means that alone is donating $5 per shirt for that. So this is for charity, folks. Go out and get them. This is the only time you can get them is at this event. Also, we
That's
have
crazy.
the Taskbot community at discord.gg/Taskbot. And as another quick shout out, the folks before us, they're over at, oh gosh, I almost forgot their name. P2SR.
Oh, me too.
GG/P2SR. Those folks are not necessarily associated with the Taskbot community, but they had a fantastic task.
Hey, yo, Silver Scale? All right.
Shout out as well. So again, if you're interested in tool-assisted speedrun content being run on real consoles,
Tool-assisted speedrun, that's what taskbot stands for.
Taskbot.
Like, I was in the zone earlier. Like, I thought taskbot was like taskbot, like it puts in like an input task. That's what I thought.
Zora's domain. Before we get in there, I'll mention, so in Ocarina of Time, normally, when you complete one of the Adult Link dungeons, you dispel Ganon's curse on the area. So, for example, in Kokiri Forest, it was originally covered in monsters, and then when you beat the Forest Temple, well, the monsters go away. And so for the Water Temple, the water in the lake was lowered, but when you beat the Water Temple, the water is raised, but the ice in Zora's domain never melts, even though this was Ganondorf's curse.
No way.
But now that we have the Fire Medallion on sea, we can
Is this... Wait, but can I do this in the actual game?
And melt the ice in Zora's domain. And this is very important because as
what?
We can't dive
what the heck?
We're going, and as an adult, you cannot use the iron boots because there's a layer of ice. Not going for that exit. We're actually going for this one down here.
Wait, what?
There's an alcove you can see, but now it's actually an exit, and it will lead us to.
Lead us to what?
The unicorn fountain.
The what fountain? I remember this was in beta, but I didn't know you could actually reach this.
This is a beta area that was shown in pre-release videos and screenshots. It's
yeah.
Similar design to to the fairy fountains from Majora's Mask, but it has this extra unicorn statue here in the middle.
But what does it do?
And there's also the pedestal of the ocarina here. This is
a
real beta item actually left on the cartridge that we just had to spawn in here. And it is used as an ocarina prompt, of course.
Nah, this beta is insane. What the heck? All right, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? A unicorn? A unicorn fairy? A unicorn? What? Whoa. Oh, there goes the beta fairy. Yeah, the beta great fairy.
Beta item. This is a 3D model actually left in the cartridge. This is the beta great fairy.
Yeah.
This is the original design for the great fairy.
Great fairy of wisdom.
In the same object file as the.
For ages, I offer guidance to those who seek enlightenment. This too is why you're here.
And there's beta pre-release screenshots and videos of the beta great fairy here in the unicorn fountain.
But to prove spirits grow, you must allow the wisdom of the sages to guide you.
That represents wisdom.
This song is proof of that virtue. And the final key. I still find it insane that it's all written in English. Like, Overture of the Sages. This sounds like a song from Skyward Sword.
So this song, The Overture of Sages, was actually shown in an early rumor about Ocarina of Time from 1999.
Damn.
It wasn't really clear if this rumor was true or not because, you know, there were some issues with the screenshots. They looked a little bit photoshopped. But, you know, here we are learning the Overture.
Here we are, right?
The Great Fairy in the
it's real. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like a Skyward Sword song. You learn the Overture of the Sages.
And she tells us here to play the song before the Blade of Destiny. It means the Master Sword, of course. You'll
and this,
hear that she still has the
Blade of Destiny? No. Chain of events. Yo, these guys are doing amazing work. No, this is crazy. Chain of events. Let's play this song in front of the Master Sword, then what happens? Yo, yeah, so we get in the Pendant of the Sages, Din's Fire and Zora's Fountain, Unicorn Fountain, play the Sage song in front of the Master Sword.
And that means that we never opened the Door of Time, we never pulled the Master Sword, Ganondorf never got into the Sacred Realm, and the world isn't destroyed. This isn't how it looks like normally as Child Link, but we're Adult Link here in this scene.
Right.
So we gave ourselves the 3 spiritual stones in the inventory editor at the beginning. So
yeah, in order to open the Door of Time.
Go and open the Door of Time sort of like normal, but now as Adult Link. And the full Song of Time has replaced the normal Song of Time in our inventory. That's why we have to play it here. Normally we just play the normal Song of Time.
That's insane.
So this is a normal cutscene, except normally only Child Link can be in this cutscene. And in fact, if you can see the spiritual stones clip into Link's head there because he's taller than he should be. And in fact, if you use speedrunning strategies, skip the Door of Time, and get into this cutscene as Adult Link normally, the cutscene will play out, but the Door of Time does not open. We looked at the code. It looks like it's probably just an oversight on their part, but it would be nice to think that it was an anti-cheat measure where, if you speedrun your way here, you can get your cutscene, but you can't get your door.
Yeah. I'm still like that big ass like magic bar though.
This is another cutscene that normally only Child Link can be in.
Is that the legendary blade? The Master Sword.
And again, we have the big Goron sword on our back and in our inventory. We've never had the Master Sword in our inventory. Master Sword is still here in front of us. We're not going to be pulling the Master Sword. We're going to be playing
Play the song.
Overture of Sages
All right.
in front of the Master Sword, as the Beta Great Fairy told us.
Well, then what happens? I'm excited. What happens? Warp to the sacred. No! Don't tell me that beta image was real. That image was real? The image of Link in front of the Triforce was real. We're going to the sacred realm? Yo, Nintendo, why didn't you leave this in?
So here we are in the Chamber of Sages.
Nintendo, why didn't you leave this in? Welcome, Link. I am Raio, the ancient sage of light. Now that you hold the keys to the three sacred virtues, your heart is in perfect balance, yeah, in order to claim the Triforce.
We got the full Song of Time, which represented courage. We got the Sage's Charm, which represented power. And we got the Overture of Sages, which represents wisdom.
That's
So our
insane!
heart is now in balance between the three virtues.
By finding those three hidden items? Or the three hidden,
And so
like
you'll notice these side
stuff?
platforms here in the Chamber of Sages. These are actually in the scene normally. You'll see them in the cutscenes, but normally you don't
This
get
was
to go in the
referenced
scene.
in Link Between
You get
Worlds.
bridges that will lead us to the side platforms.
And then you go each sage, because each sage in each platform. This was referenced in a Link Between Worlds. And this was beta content in Ocarina of Time. My mind is blown.
So the sages are each giving us their blessing and creating these
Yep.
bridges that allow us
In order
climb
to
higher
finally
in
reach the
sacred realm.
Triforce. But are you just claiming the whole Triforce or just the Triforce of Courage? Because that would make sense, like, you get the Triforce of Courage because you always meant to have it. But this will be a cool way, like, this is how you actually earn the Triforce of Courage. Darunia, my homie. This is so cool. No, I love this. Like, and then getting more context from all the homies that you save, all the sages. Oh, no, this is great. I love this. I knew the hero would turn out to be a handsome man. Once this is all over, you must come visit me, all right?
Guess that's what they call love at first sight.
And the music is actually like the Chamber of Sages music is like the creation music is like pushed over. So okay, so did they confirm that in the game that the spirit comes before shadow? Our song worked out for you.
Otherwise,
Never support.
So here we are.
So like in the game, like when you go into the menu, it's heavily insinuated that spirit comes before shadow. But like when you play the game regularly, I'm pretty sure a lot of us did shadow before spirit. But that makes sense. Start with light, end with shadow.
So the Sage's Charm did indeed belong to Emperor.
Okay, so it belonged to her, the Sage's Charm.
in the
Okay.
castle.
Now there's a whole heap of new lore. That's insane. And that's where we claim the Triforce. But the whole Triforce is the Triforce of Courage.
There's one more platform up here.
Zelda? Hey, yo? That no! Dude, is this the original way it all goes down? We were robbed. Ocarina of Time is like one of my favorite games, if not my favorite game of all time, and we were kind of robbed.
What we're up to here.
That's insane. Our destiny is about to change forever. I trust that you will always use your strengths to protect Hyrule. So then how did Zelda's capture get adapted in the beta? Are you ready? Are you a boy or a girl? All right, Professor Oak. No, don't ruin the mood. Link, this isn't the time for nonsense. Of course, I'm about... I've never seen Sheik with his eyes closed like that, with her eyes closed like that. There it is. What? A door to the Triforce itself?
Before we go through this door, I just want to remind all of you, for everyone who's just joining us, that this is an original, unmodified copy of Ocarina of Time.
My
This is a
mind's
real
blown.
original N64. We haven't modified anything about the game in advance. All we've done is press buttons on 4 controllers very quickly and very precisely with the help of TASBot.
So,
So this really
the,
is
yo, this
vanilla
team was
Ocarina of
able to
Time,
discover
just with a lot
all of this
glitches and a lot
after
of very careful building
how
of those
many
glitches
years?
to create everything you're seeing here. Folks, enjoy.
Oh, this is it! It's true! It was always true! It is true! The image was true! Finally, vindication! And the 23 years, the dreams of millions of players around us has finally come true. That kudos to the team. That is insane.
So as you may have guessed by now, this run actually is not called Ocarina of Time Beta Showcase. The true name of this run is Triforce Percent, because this is how to actually get the Triforce in Ocarina of Time. But that isn't quite the end of the run. We have a bit more to show you today. Please take a look at this.
Link. 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 It is we, the golden goddesses of the Triforce. And this song, oh my god. To arrive here. Master of the complete Triforce. The true force. But what does this mean for Ganondorf in the end game, though? That's what I want to know. But this was a lot. This was a lot. What do you wish for? To be king of rupees? See the future.
So what do you think we should wish for?
Well, King of Hyrule is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, rupees, I gotta tell you, folks, I think you should be giving your rupees to Doctors Without Borders instead.
So
That's a good point. See the future.
shout out to Doctors Without Borders, of course. So what do you think, folks? Should we see the future?
Yeah! Your wish has been granted. I feel this is not part of the game. I feel this is part of the run. This is something they added to the game itself, but I wouldn't know. Like, this is all insane to me. This is all mind-boggling. Hey, yo, no, that's the Silent Princess. Hey, no, that's the Silent Princess. No. What's going on? Is this the Sacred Realm? But those are Silent Princesses. Nah. Oh, the beta flower from A Link to the Past. Hey, yo, no. All right, no, this is fan made, but I like it. Yo, Breath of the Wild. No. This is in such good taste. This is in such good taste. I love it. Oh, what an event.
By the way, this is in-engine.
This is not a video. This is the N64.
That's insane. Yo, kudos. Zelda? Yeah! Yo, in engine? Because I remember seeing like Breath of the Wild 2, the trailer demake. Link? Yo, is that produced at Somerset though?
I know they're out there, but it would be nice if we could see them, don't you think?
Nah, in engine, that's impressive to render that. Everyone type here together in the chat.
All right, everyone, type here together in the chat.
Now is a fantastic time to subscribe. Don't forget, you can gift sub people. If you are subscribed, type here together in the chat or just try a few emotes that are really popular.
That's really cool. That's super wholesome. That is super wholesome. Oh, I love that. I love that.
Okay.
Here together. We are here. We are here. Here together. Birds of a feather fly forever. Oh, that's so I can't stop smiling. That's so nice. I got feelings. I got feelings. Like I'd be shedding a tear right now if I wasn't like smiling like a goofy goober.
Here it is.
Kudos. Oh my lord. This was amazing. I love it. I love it. But when did you think they transitioned from the game to this video? Because they were really sly about it.
For all you have done for us.
Zelda 姫、ありがとう。一緒に未来を作りましょう。
Nah, nah, nah. That was too good. That was That's, oh my god, that's
So that is
That's
what we can
amazing.
do with arbitrary code execution. We really didn't modify anything about the game in advance.
man. The only thing I feel bad about is that like they had this scheduled so late. Nah, I mean like the final event of the day, yeah. But I mean like, man, I wish more people saw this, and I hope more people see this too.
Those specific things were actually on the cartridge, but everything else, from the plot tying together the beta content to the whole finale sequence, was created by our team and injected into the game live through controller input.
Amazing.
When people talk about
Amazing.
arbitrary code execution or even just technical speedrunning in general, folks will often say, oh, they destroyed the game. We wanted to do the exact opposite. Instead of being destructive, we wanted to make Ocarina
Creative.
more complete than it ever was before. To make real everything fans wished it would be or believed.
I'm gonna need you to release that mod though. My lord.
Brand new that could have never been done in 1998, but still completely within the game. Over 25 people contributed to Triforce Percent.
That's insane. Oh, dude, this is so above, like, this is so above my caliber. This is amazing.
But this project goes far beyond us, the developers. We've been fortunate to have the opportunity to partner with some of the best content creators, as well as some of the hypebeast reactors, who are creating content about Triforce Percent.
Is that me? That's me.
You're seeing them on screen here. Please go ahead and check out their channels.
That's insane.
I want to give a big shout out to GDQ for lending us their
oh my god, this was,
them raise money for Doctors Without Borders.
I honestly did not know what I was getting into with this, and this is honestly amazing.
To Dwango AC for giving me a chance.
Imagine waiting this amount of time to be vindicated from what we have been rumored and theorizing for years upon years, and then learning something new beyond that.
So let us create the future together. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you. Thank you. This is insane. I'm a loss for words. I don't know what to say beyond that. They put it together so well, and I guess the only thing I would say is, one, thank you so much for watching, and then two, thank you so much to the team that brought me up, brought me on board with this, because I honestly did not expect any of that. They told me like, oh, beta Ocarina of Time. I'm like, oh, I would like to see what was like new in the code and what was not like made a reality. But that was beyond anything I've ever expected, and I'm at a lost for words. I'm a lost for words, but at the same time, I'm so grateful. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to the team of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time beta / Triforce any percent for inviting me onto this project to take a look at it. This was truly a treasure. I wow. And now some of the biggest secrets within Hyrule, The Legend of Zelda itself, has been brought forth by these immensely talented individuals. And you know what that means? That means some of us got some work to do. So until then, this has been HMK. I'll check you guys later.